about those speakers, huh? So good morning, fellow freedom fighters. Freedom fighters. The theme of our convention is preserving freedom. You see the backdrop of our American flag. Folks, this is the first step in our journey to take back the great state of Massachusetts from the radical left. Today, I'm going to remind you just how crazy these lunatics are. Inflation is at a 40-year high. Yet the Democrats on Beacon Hill refuse to suspend the gas tax. How about the indoctrination of our children? Let me ask you guys, is there anyone in this room that believes we should be teaching third graders gender transition? Is there anyone in this room that thinks that the sex ed program that we are teaching our children should continue when the language in the program itself is ruled out of order on the House floor? Does anyone think we ought to be teaching our kids that? Indoctrinating our children, critical race theory, pitting one child against another. Is this the America that we want to grow our children grow up in? Damn right, no. But folks, one thing that we have to learn, I think, is that when America began its turnaround back in the 90s, Newt Gingrich said we had to be happy warriors. You see, because what we believe in is really good kind of stuff. Freedom. Do we all believe in freedom? Do we all believe in liberty? And the radical left just wants to take that all away from us. When you talk to your friends and neighbors, I don't think you sit down and say, hey, Johnny or Mary, let's talk about the policies of transition, gender transition in the third grade. I mean, no one has those conversations. Yet when we as parents stand up and talk about that, they now want to call us terrorists. Just think about that. What was once unthinkable is now unquestionable. It is just really upside down. Folks, in December of 2020, the radicals on Beacon Hill decided that they were going to remove medical care for babies born alone. Think about that. A little baby is born, and the radical Democrats, almost every single one of them, voted to make that a law. That's insanity. That's horrific. That has to stop. Let's go back to the summer of 2020. Do you remember our country was on fire? Do you remember they were burning buildings? Do you remember that the media and the Democrats were calling that peaceful protests? Those riots came to the city of Boston. They were burning the city of Boston. And Maura Healey, the top law enforcement officer in our state, said this: America is burning, but that's how forests grow. Really? Really? We have to defeat Maura Healey in November, and we will. Folks, this is the time that we have been waiting a lifetime for. This is a time to finally take over and put the radical agenda to sleep once and for all. But as the congressman pointed out, we need everyone in this room to get up off the couch, leave the puppies behind, and help every single one of these candidates who are out running for office, whether it be a statewide candidate, a congressional candidate, or a legislative candidate. We need everyone here to go out and recruit others to help, because with your help, we will turn this great state around. President Thomas Jefferson, the author of the Declaration of Independence, said, "We hold these truths, life, liberty, to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights." Folks, we don't get our rights from Beacon Hill. We don't get our rights from Washington. We get our rights from God. And it is time that these Democrats realize it. Life and liberty. The radical left wants us to sit down in the corner and do what we're told. Well, folks, the only one that can tell me to do what I'm told is my little wife, Bernadette. All 95 pounds of her. So I don't expect anyone in this room to be told by the radical left, sit down and do what we tell you. Because that's what's been going on for a generation in this state. This is a new Republican Party, a party that is going to stand and fight, a party that is going to be bold, a party that is going to be unafraid, a party that is going to stand for freedom, liberty, personal responsibility. We are no longer going to be a party that gets up in the morning and says, let's do what the Democrats tell us to do. We will never, ever be a party that puts up with everything. Ronald Reagan told us that freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. Folks, make no mistake about it. This is where we are. They are dead serious of destroying our great country. He further says, we didn't pass it to our children in our bloodstream. It must be thoughtful. It must be protected. And it must be handed on to them on one day in our sunset years. You will be telling your children and your children's children what it was once like to be free in the United States of America. We will not let that happen. I want everyone in this room to understand that there is a man that was elected in 2016 that has taught every single one of us that if we want to protect our freedoms, we must stand up and fight. President Donald J. Trump is the greatest president in my lifetime. let's never, ever forget that this country was built on freedom, liberty, personal responsibility, and a free enterprise system. And in order for us to continue to have the America that we all love, we must fight to protect it. And if we do fight to protect it, Massachusetts will become pro-life again. Massachusetts will become proud again. Massachusetts will become safe again. And Massachusetts will become